Great to have you with us from Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina. As we roll into Week 12 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football, these are the types of games that can help define your season. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in pregame with the Marshall head coach. This wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will go to work first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. Using his legs, it's Alexander. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Gardner. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Lopez. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, you know, and the second one, you know, usually he takes me out of the game.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the move, it's Townsend. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Lopez from the gun on 3rd down. fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Sets up the screen. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from... He gets a hand on it, and they got it.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal block, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
The Thundering Herd offense takes the field. It's our first look at them in this one. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to him on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. He'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Boston. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boston. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. This time he wants to throw. He's got it. Gives him the big stiff arm. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Marshall moved the chains through the air. Now they have it on first down. The running back has it. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out in the flat for the score.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. The run inside. It's Townsend. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running inside, it's Boston. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The shot to clears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Could be an alley. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Townsend. Oh, he's got some space. What a run. Gets it inside the 4. Bounds at the 36.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it. It's Townsend. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and try and get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. And the shot that clears will go for it here on 4th down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They go to the ground. There's a crease. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Culliver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. This time they'll go to the running game. Touchdown, Hurd! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Lopez. With the catch, it's Lawrence. Spins away from one. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Chanticleers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Lopez to throw. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Lopez wants to fire. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Townsend. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Lopez. Pressure coming. He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown! Chanticleer! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And finally the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Handoff to the lone back. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with UTSA taking on the number 17 team, the USF Bulls. And it's the home team in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game on the surf turf. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with the Thundering Herd head coach at the half. He says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Well, ball security doesn't... to running backs and receivers, QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The run inside. It's Boston. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over and they'll go to work from here. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Lopez. Catch in the middle. It's Townsend. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Motion from the wideout. Lopez to pass. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. It's Townsend. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Going to the run, it's Townsend. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Tries again to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Coastal!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Maybe a crease. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a... It's just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Gill. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Boston. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up. And 10.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They'll keep it on the ground. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man down the middle. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal. If they choose to kick it here.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. They'll try to get it in with the run. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Marshall! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Fires to the big fella.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got a man. It's Gardner. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Lopez, play action. Blasted as he lets it go.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, it affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
The throw. Finds the tight end. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now to being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Here's Lopez to throw. Under fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And man, if you want to make big plays down, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They want to run this quarterback. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there. 3rd and short, and they're expecting the run. They're able to penetrate, crease the O-line, get into the backfield, and make a big stop, now setting up 4th down.
Trying to do it on the ground. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Running inside, it's Boston. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Trying to get outside, it's Townsend. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Here's a heat. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on.
Hold on. Defense.
Just a little. Much they're a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Lopez. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing. Throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays on.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 30.
nothing complex about that play. They dialed up the old dive play, and it gashes the defense.
Just find a crease there and let this guy do his work, and he did.
I love the job up front, too, by the offensive line. Hat on a hat, you got guys chipping up into the second level, opening up a big hole for the back.
And the shot to clear is with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for space, it's Townsend. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Gardner. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
They go play action with Lopez. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Plays like that are the type of plays that win you games. Bottom line, here we are, it's late. It's a close game. It's a huge 3rd down, and somebody's got to step up and make the play.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Lopez. Rushes on him. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They boot it away on 4th down. Catch is made at the 15. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Lopez throws to the wideout. He's got it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Yeah, and this offense knows what it's like. This is the 2-minute drill. We got to keep the pedal to the floor. Nice job getting the first down.
Makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they... The 44 with the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
That is exactly what this offense needed. The clock's winding down. You got to make a play. You go to your big play wide receiver. He chews up some yards. This offense is in a great spot.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Here's Lopez to throw. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Lopez to throw for it on fourth. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.